Broadcasting to all 27 star systems from our interstellar headquarters in Hajengai, this is the Fatherhood News.
Good evening. We start today's broadcast with the news that the Utopia Summit proposed by Simguru Antal may have a challenge from the Sirius Corporation.
The CEO of Sirius Corporation, Leanne Ruby, today called into question the neutrality of Simguru Antali's proposed summit, while highlighting his already well-established relationship with the Empire, Alliance and Federation.
With two propositions now on the table, it is unlikely that Zachary Rackham's offer to use Rackham's Peak will be taken with any serious consideration.
The Fatherhood have suffered a coordinated pirate attack on their citizens and commanders in Antobri and Badaba.
This new pirate aggression is being seen as an attack on the civil liberties of these two star systems. Fatherhood Security has dispatched a number of security ships to patrol the shipping lanes. However, due to outsourcing programs and funding cutbacks in local defense in favor of expansion preparation, the system's security response time could be as long as 2 minutes.
When we reached out to the Fatherhood Central Command, they rejected the accusation that they have left their citizens undefended, and just repeated the same tired line of commanders should activate the Report Crimes Against Me beacon, and commanders should also fly with a shield. However, one local trucker was not happy with this particular advice. Let me get this right, yeah? So you come over, expand into our star system and say you're going to look after us, and now you're telling us traders we've got to lose 128 tons of space to stick a shield on because you can't be bothered to come over in time. 2 minutes? 2 minutes? I'll be sleeping with the stars in 2 bloody minutes. Now, here's Tamaya Sutton with The Distant Return.
Jumping from one star system to the next, mapping and documenting each stellar object that crossed his path, Mad Dog MacD continued his journey to Waypoint 13. The sight of the galaxy and her dense star field, engulfing his ship, reminded him of holidays past when his children would blindfold him and turned on all the holiday lights. The joy and excitement as they rushed around flickering every light they had spent hours putting into place always filled his soul with joy. When the children would finally release his eyes, blinding lights that increased in number with every passing holiday dazed him while the children jumped and gestured, showing the new installation they had just put in place. Mad Dog MacD roused from his daydream, wishing he could have taken them with him to this majestic place to show them the grandeur of the universe. Before space madness set in, Mad Dog MacD remembered this feeling from his adventures past. No time for sentiments now. The checklist, he said as he shook his head. The Wolf Rayet is out there. With a focused look in his eye, he punched the FSD and jumped.
It is with a heavy heart that we must report that the outbreak has now taken hold of the star system KUI-11. However, the Defiant League of KUI-11 leadership has refused any support and continues to promulgate the notion that the virus can be treated by Alia soap.
We reached out to the Alia Body Soap Company for comment, and they sent us this press release.
Our soap will clean you both inside and out. We do not claim to have any healing effects, but that does not mean we don't have any. We welcome the endorsement by the League of Q11 League. We hope that this fortunate side effect will save many lives.
In related news, we are getting reports that the Uchula Roja star system has just announced that they have the Kyrian cytomegalovirus, and experts are rushing to the Carinari star system following intelligence obtained from Uchula Roja.
The Green Party of Antobri and the Social DP Camelopardalis Values Party dual election for Wolfring and General Energy Research has been stalled due to legal challenges by the official Antobri Defense Party.
The official Antobri Defense Party claims that it should have been included in this election due to the fact that they have reached the required influence limit. Vote counting has been suspended for the last 2 days.
If these legal challenges are not resolved soon, the current vote count will have to be taken and control of Wolfring and general energy research will go to the social DP Camelopardalis Values Party. All votes not counted in line with regulations will have to be ignored and then subsequently destroyed.
For exploration, pilots choose an ASP or Diamondback variant. For combat, they choose the Alliance variants. And for cargo, there are the Type Class variants. But there are some things those ships just can't do. For everything else, there's the Lake on Keelback, a variant of its own.
Greetings, Fatherhood. In light of Commander Odsokita's misfortune, the Veteran Council has decided to award them the callsign of Leia, in which, after sending a Fatherhood-wide distress signal for having run out of fuel, Commander Boop, also known as Hojo the Fool, reached out and asked them to shut down all non-essential support systems. In response, Odsokita thought it funny to quote an old movie classic by asking, and I quote, "Would it help if I got out and pushed?" as the comms erupted with laughter from both commanders. Congratulations, Odsok, and fly dangerously.
Insiders close to Erasmus Volden say her office in Nikolaev's stop is now in panic mode, following the heavy losses the GD69 League have suffered in Gertrude.
The Keir Dynamics forces have made extensive grounds in the last 2 days and continue to attack the Dynamic Energy Analysis Facility. The loss of this key facility will be a devastating blow not only for the GD69 League, but it will also mark the first loss that Erasmus Volden has suffered in a war since she took over power.
When we questioned the spokesperson for Keir Dynamic Company on the wisdom of being in 2 wars at the same time, this is what she had to say.
It's very simple. We are at the gates of dynamic energy analysis. Erasmus Volden could choose to save the lives of her commanders, but as usual, she overestimates her forces. Once we have this facility, we will focus on BD 49-1280 and the war for Hail City.
The peace talks between Hajengai Industry and the Defense Force of Hajengai to try and find a peaceful middle ground for Golden Loch Hospice have collapsed spectacularly today, and the star system is now in an all-out civil war.
The Defense Force of Hajengai have continued to attack Hajengai Industry with non-stop out-of-system commander reinforcement coming from Manamaya and NLTT 14879. Sources familiar with the matter report that most of the mercenaries joining the fight are being funded by shell organizations and other factions loyal to the Fatherhood. These allegations have been cited as pure tinfoil hattery by the Fatherhood Central Command.
The Fatherhood News have obtained recordings of a conversation between a representative from the Defense Force of Hajengai and an unknown individual seeming to be aligned to the Fatherhood.
Why do you drag us here? They will attack us any moment, the scum.
Calm down. Play along. We need time to get our friends over here.
Friends? What friends? The way you've been taking over the star systems. I'm surprised those idiots even agree to this sham.
Money will buy you friends. Just be ready when I give the signal. This hospice will not fall.
Unlike you, we are always ready for war. Let's get in there and play nice for you.
And remember, don't forget to smile.
For the Fatherhood News, I'm Chance Cook.
And I'm Zane Shepherd. Remember, Commanders, don't dream of the stars, fly amongst them. Thank you, and good night.